Hi girls, the first question you had for your homework last night was x squared plus 8x plus 15 is equal to 0. So I'm asked to solve this. I'm going to use it, do my minus b formula. So x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, my a in this case is always the number in front of my x squared, so it's 1. B is equal to 8 and C is equal to 15. So I have x is equal to minus bracket my 8 plus or minus the square root of 8 to be squared minus 4 bracket 1 bracket 15 all over 2 bracket 1. Okay, so then I have x is equal to minus by plus will give me minus 8 plus or minus the square root. I have 64 minus 4 by 15 will give me 60 all over 2. So x is equal to minus 8 plus or minus the square root of 64 take 60 will give me 4 all over 2. So x is equal to minus 8 plus or minus 2 all over 2. So go on to the other side. X is equal to minus 8 plus 2 all over 2. X is equal to minus 8 minus 2 all over 2. So minus 8 plus 2, that will give me minus 6 over 2. X is equal to minus 3. And here I have x is equal to minus 10 over 2. X is equal to minus 5, and that's the first sum completed. The next one I have here is this quadratic, so write down my formula minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I have a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 13, c is equal to 20. So I sub in, so I have minus my b, which is minus 13, plus or minus the square root of minus 13 to be squared minus 4 bracket my a, which is 2, bracket my c, which is 20, all over 2 bracket my a, which is 2. So minus by minus will give me 13, plus or minus the square root of minus 13 to be squared will give me 1, 6, 9, and then minus 4 by 2 by 20 gives me minus 160 all over 4. So I then have 13 plus or minus the square root of 169 takes 160 is 9 all over 4. Bring it over here. X is equal to 13 plus or minus square root of 9 is 3 all over 4. So x is equal to 13 plus 3 all over 4. X is equal to 13 minus 3 all over 4. Then I have x is equal to 16 over 4, x is equal to 4, x is equal to 10 over 4, x is equal to 5 over 2. This is the third sum you have, minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. A is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 7, c is equal to 5. So I have minus, my b is minus 7, plus or minus the square root of minus 7 to be squared minus 4, bracket my a, which is 2, bracket my c, which is 5, all over 2 bracket 2. Minus by minus will give me plus, so 7 plus or minus the square root of 49 minus 40 all over 4, 7 plus or minus the square root of 9 all over 4, 7 plus or minus 3 all over 4. On to the next page. So I have 7 plus 3 all over 4, 7 minus 3 all over 4. 7 plus 3, x is equal to 10 over 4. x is equal to 5 over 2, and here I have 7 divided by 3 is 4 over 4, x is equal to 1. And there are my two answers. Question 4 here, so I have my formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. A is equal to 4, b is equal to minus 17, and I have c is equal to 13. So I go x is equal to minus, bracket my minus 17, plus or minus the square root of minus 17 2b squared minus 4, bracket my 4, bracket my c, all over 2 bracket 4. Minus by minus gives me plus, so I have x is equal to 17 plus or minus the square root of 17 2b squared is 289, minus I have 4 by 4 by 13 minus 208 all over 8. So I have x is equal to 17 plus or minus the square root of 81 all over 8. X is equal to 17 plus or minus 9 all over 8. So I have 17 plus 9 all over 8, 17 minus 9 all over 8. So 17 plus 9 will give me 26 over 8, x is equal to, and then I have 17 take away 9, that will give me x is equal to 8 over 8. So here I have x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3.25. And that's question 4 completed. Question 5, I have x squared plus 8x plus 5 is equal to 0. So I then go minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. A is equal to 1, b is equal to 8, c is equal to 5. Minus 8 plus or minus the square root of 8 to be squared minus 4 bracket 1 bracket 5 all over 2 bracket 1. So I have minus 8 plus or minus the square root of 64 minus 20 all over 2. The hint in this question, it says 3 decimal places, so I know straight away the guide number would not work with this one. So I then have minus 8 plus or minus the square root of 64 take 20 all over 2. So then I will have my two sums. So I have x is equal to minus 8 plus the square root of 44 over 2, and I'll have x is equal to minus 8 minus the square root 44 over 2, and I'll get my answer. X is equal to minus 8 plus the square root 44 divided by 2 is minus 0.683, and then this one here, x is equal to minus 8 minus root 44 divided by 2, I get minus 7.317, correct 3 decimal places. And that's question 5 completed. The last one then you had for your homework is question 6, and this one it has to be correct 2 decimal places. So I have my formula minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So I have then a is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 2, C is equal to minus 29. Minus B, so minus 2, plus or minus the square root of minus 2 to be squared minus 4, bracket 1, bracket minus 29, all over 2, bracket 1. So minus by minus gives me plus, so I have 2 plus or minus the square root of minus 2 to be squared, which is 4, and then 4 times 29 will give me plus 116 all over 2. Then I have 2 plus or minus the square root 120 over 2. And my final answer, x is equal to 2 plus root 120 over 2, x is equal to 2 minus root 120 over 2, x is equal to 6.48, and x is equal to minus 4.48. And that's all your homework completed.